Welcome back, fellow gamers and enthusiasts. I'm StormMoreno. Today we're back here in Doki Doki Literature Club, and obviously we're still continuing to follow and pursue Sayori because why not? So obviously we're back here in the same menu as before, and obviously we had to pick romantic and bittersweet words. So yes, sweet, yes. Okay, let's see, forgive, love, yeah. What would be something? Comfort, yeah. Family. And then, let's see. The grief, yeah. Sunset. Yep. Let's see. Essence. Playground. Breathe. No. Rip. Promise. Yeah. Despise. No. Empty. Together. Childhood. Yep. Tragedy. And then what? I don't know. Like, daydream? Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing I missed one out of this whole thing. Blanket? No. Hurt? Yep. Portrait? No. Happiness, yes. Raindrops? Sure. Hope? Yep, hope. And then what? This is the last word, so we gotta make sure it's the best that it can be. Death? Yes. It's not a good thing. That is really not a good thing. At all. Like... Anyways, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Mason. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in good mood already. Good mood today. Ehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club after all. That's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. What are my reasons? That's the real question. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. That's kind of interesting, you know. You can't just be like, I want to see your purse, and it's like, why is that? You know? Why is that? Why is that me? Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. Coin purse, not purse. That makes sense. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. You know, I would probably also know this, but, you know. Whatever. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair? How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forgot that you spent all your money so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves me with that leaves the one option. Wah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I don't think that's... In context, yes, that makes sense. But, you know, out of context, that can be kind of bad. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face isn't book always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Mason to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you are you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my books. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. You were right though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution. The revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Is that referring to something, Yuri? Is there something I don't know? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap. Whap. Yeah. I know that's just so anime. That freaking sound. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. I keep fucking up the voices. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you just seriously do that? Mouthful Sailor trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell us Yuri? Natsuki glances around. There is no Monika around here. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open and then trumpets play. What? I don't know. So, something happens. Yes. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I was hoping you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. I can't do that. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. You should play for something for us, I keep fucking up the voices. You know, I have two of them that are similar. And that's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'll also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Mason. Why did everyone else disappear? Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escape. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. See, cookies are good and, you know, it doesn't take that long. Well, actually, it depends. Like, how big are these cookies? Like, how big are them? How big are they? Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Mason! Mason! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm going to get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, how the festival's coming up. Me and Monika were going to make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go out with you. Wait, did I say that right? Sure, I'll go out with you. That's a weird wording, but okay, I'll take it. Yay. Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Mason to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Is it really fun to explore empty classrooms? How fun can it actually be? That's the real question we have here. Okay, okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Mason? Yep, let's go. Why did she want to come with me? Like, don't bother yourself. I'll go with Sayori, but it's like, I'll go with Mason. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Monica's into us. That's what we can take from this. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's going to take a turn on the stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Hey, Sen. You're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, fleeing it from its clinging roots. Carelessly, the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the one prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. That was pretty good. I don't know how you can memorize things like that. It's so... I guess you can memorize things. It's not like... It's words. It's like a sentence. It has meaning, you know? It's not like trying to memorize like a fucking... just random ass, like, password that has, you know, numbers, letters, and fucking characters, and you're like, what the fuck? How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinarily contrast to your cute self. Don't say something like this. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. You know, I can't spin around. Like, like, you know, you're just like sitting there in like one of those like swivel chairs, and you know, you spin around like once, and you get a headache, and then, like, not a headache, but you know, you fucking feel off, and you're like, holy shit, and you're like, I should not do that anymore. Hey Mason, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? The mission, eh? That actually sounds like something I would say. Eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me, and I wouldn't mind that. You know, I don't really have anything of the sorts, so you know, having that around me would probably be a great influence. You know, after the years went by, I began to hold myself in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons? I don't know if I even said that correctly in that voice, but sure. Let's go with it. Sayori pulls a full box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. Best brand, eh? It better not be Crayola, right? Is Crayola shit? I don't know. Creole is bad. For art. What do you usually use for crayons? It's been a while. It's been a while since I did art things. Like 2D. I can do 2D. I literally made like a stippling of Theodore Roosevelt, but that doesn't make any sense. Actually, it makes sense, but it doesn't matter in the sense. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. What is your favorite color? Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah! I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah! That fucking song, the sound. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Well, that must hurt. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like the whoa meme. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clenches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. I'm just like wondering what that looks like. Like, what does that look like? Does that look weird? It probably does. Not gonna lie, that probably would look extremely weird on the outside. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. This is one weird position that she's in. Like, what is this? What is this? Alright, we got some crayons here. It's a pack of 24. There's no wrapper around them, so I guess they're the best brand since there's no wrapper, and obviously they don't even have a logo, so it doesn't even fucking matter. I don't know. I'm just ranting about crayons. That's me. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's going to swell up. I should find you some ice. Hey, Sen. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. You've been wincing from pain. Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Well, it looks like I'm still paying for something for it. It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. If it doesn't matter, why did you pick that? That's the real question. And why is there any music? It's just like my internal monologue. It's just like there is absolutely nothing happening. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. This is a fucking change of music, I tell you. She has one palm on their forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. I didn't say that right. I said it right, but at least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How did you forget? You're in the same position. And it hurts. Ah. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump of her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Look like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. It's the same fucking amount of crayons fucking previously. There was fucking 4 of them, and there's still 4 of them. Hey Mason, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh, what do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? You know, that actually is true. I used to play outside pretty much all the time. And then I stopped. How does things change like that? It's the real question. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would really try hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. You know, that's how I feel. Like in certain situations, or like something bad happens, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to get in trouble. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah? You don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. Yeah, I don't remember, since I'm not even in this situation, but hey, I would have remembered. I don't know. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Hey, Sen. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I was treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Mason, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sari has a whimsical expression in her eye. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Yes, let's just change the music. Just change it outright. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah. She clenches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ooh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump without much success. So with that, if she's doing that, she's not carrying anything. So I'm hoping I'm carrying things so we don't have to go back there. That's probably what's going on right now. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start our sharing with our poems. Eh? Sayori, your forehead? She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. That's an interesting way to word it, but okay. I'm just like, you didn't have to say anything like that. Well, anyways, were you able to find what we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Mason. Ah, well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made an adventure! Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are we ready to share our poems? Yes, I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Yeah, we don't want another shabuckle about... Okay. Doing that gets rid of... Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori. Mason? I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean... You're really the only one who feels this way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think that's it. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. That's literally... most straightforward answer you could ever say about something. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. That's not, no, you can't just say that and just expect someone to not think that way. There is no way you can no. I just mean that you're really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Well, let's not talk about that. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Why am I patting her head? Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about this? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Mason. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Hehehe. Sarah, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Pencil dead. I wrote my pencil. Rip pencil 2017 to 2018. This game came out in 2017, so I'm just gonna say 2018. 2017 to 2018. Sarah hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clenches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. I don't think it's clumsiness, it's, what is it called? Yeah, adrenaline. Sure. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's hand and help her sit at the desk. Anyways, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Alright, this is the poem that we're writing, Sayori. Not writing, reading. Anyways, bottles. I pop off my scalp. Okay, I'll just restart. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like that lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in my bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. And exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like the time is elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each of my friends. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the floor tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Sayori, is there something wrong? It seems with this poem, it seems that she's trying to be happy, and she tries to make these happy thoughts and give them to her friends, but she's feeling like that they're not working anymore and that it's not working. I guess that's how you say it, but that it doesn't feel like she's actually doing it, and that they're not smiling, they're not having a good time. Yes. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Did I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. You know, maybe because the poem is actually telling you something about, you know, why she's being cheerful. Me? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. You know, you should be thinking too hard about it, because then it fucking points out problems here. Oh, in-game me. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing is the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Does that mean something? Is that something I need to know? Or is that just a simple thing that you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this until I die, like, you know, I'll do this until I die, like, you know, in the sense of, I don't know. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, in no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Right, who should I show my poem to next? Let's take a drink before I die of dehydration. Oh, and there's a train. Okay. Who should I show? I don't understand. Like, the train just comes by every time I'm doing Doki Doki. Like, fucking whatever. I show it to Monica. Hi again, Mason. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you will come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. What to share? What you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote about. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm putting pressure on you or something. I really don't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyways, you wanna read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. It's an interesting way to start it, Monica. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, splashing, exploding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. What? Save me. Load me. Well, this is, obviously red, green, blue is the RGB, is the colors of a screen. The screen has red, green, blue, in 1 pixel, and depending on what they're doing, so like, if it wants to display red, it has red, turns red on, but it turns green and blue down. And like, for black, it turns them all down, but with normal screens, they can't turn off completely, so that's why you see a glow of black. And noise, it's also... Monica? You fucking... It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of playing with my spare space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. A conversation with the reader? Okay, Monica. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay, Monica. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. We don't even question her about that. Like, we're not like, what the hell did you just say to us? Alright, Natsuki, I guess. Well, it's not really any worse than the last one. I can really say it isn't any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Oh well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. I guess the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poems from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been I made a voice for people, and I fuck them up all the time, Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really stuck me as her type. Sayori has a type, all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's been dragged around by a dead weight. That's a very, very hard-hitting, just fucking assault on me. Was that a little unnecessary? But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just float away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She's probably talking about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anybody. It's gross, she's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What's this mean, Natsuki? Is this like talking about yourself? And you have like you're trying to say like, you know, manga, like no one really wants to talk to you because I don't know. Blech. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I know I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. Of course! It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. Yes, it's about her poems, right? Or is it about everything? I don't know. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. What is yours? That's the question. What is yours? I guess maybe we're not. We're not. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what somebody likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. Well, I'd say there's a limitation to what we're talking about, but that is true. That is fucking true. I'd say a limitation is if it's gonna like harm somebody else. Yeah, actually that's what they said. Whatever, moving on. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take from it. Like conveying emotions is important. I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I write my poem for next? Well, should I show, not read? Right. Fuck. I don't even know why you give me the option. It's obviously gonna be Yuri, since she's the only fucking choice. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Mason. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poems to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise, I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you would like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and goes in her voice. Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. We go into sitting position again. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hunger and curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon, I don't, in cresciments. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Hold on. Obviously that means something. So, the raccoon's a metaphor. The raccoon's her. She's cutting herself? Is that what I'm? She's cutting herself. That's fucking metaphor of this. She's some criminy. Yuri, you have a problem. I don't know how to help you. I have no idea how to help anybody in any situation when it comes to these problems, and definitely not somebody that cuts themselves. That's not my specialty. I can't help people. I can't help people with simple things. I can't help them with this thing, mental things. You know, it's hard. It's hard to deal with people because there's no right way to deal with somebody with problems, because people are different. They take things differently. You know, you could say one thing and it works for somebody, and you say one thing, it could push someone over the edge. That's the thing. That's an extremely hard thing to actually do. Anyways, we haven't even finished the poem yet, so the raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that I've gotten quite used to it each. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, a classic parvulation conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Need help. You need help. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Yeah, you were a lot more daring. You literally told me fucking what's going on here. I can see that. No, in-game, you can't just say I can see that. No, you had to be like, you need help. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. Well, I do. Well, it's mainly because I already know what happens, but if you look at it and you think about it, you're like, oh, yes, that's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that's different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. That is not something more unusual. That's something that needs help. Not unusual. Yuri. It's those some of the things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Get a psychiatrist. So if sometimes enjoying writing about them. Huh, that's funny. That is not funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. And yourself, that's something you have to add to it. She's right. And yourself, that's something that you can add. And you. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have it more common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that was my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her that I said that. Don't worry, I had no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I had learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably wouldn't hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. We see that Sayori has problems with just making herself feel like she has to make everyone happy, and then you have Yuri that cuts herself, and then Natsuki, I'm pretty sure she is more on the lines of trying trying to be better. She's insecure about it. She's trying so hard to not have it happen. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Shiori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. Well, that doesn't tell us what we're actually doing, what we'd be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica. Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Shiori's putting it all on all the posters in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time. Eehee! See who has been coloring a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her hands in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask people to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still wish to give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Gotta adjust myself again. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. How do you know I do? And if it just takes standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Shiori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica had been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over with it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected face. I guess I really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club's seriously going to be the death of me. Well, okay. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how are you going to expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel more confident about themselves. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in her mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something else she's done before, or is she just simply talented? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Oh yeah, I was gonna snap, but whatever. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at us. You can do it, Yuri. It is called Affirmation of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of fierce incompetence. Sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she initiates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse in that whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her as she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one starting to applaud. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rolls back to her sheet. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'll next up. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on her paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come out of Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I can get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Hey, even Mason liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nice, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I didn't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind it, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Mason. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Mason lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get over with it. I might as well get over with it. But it's not like I have much of a selection to read. I'll just go what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki bewilderingly gets up out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki... Jump by Van Halen? Van Halen, right? Is that the name? I think it is. Rip my knowledge, but if it is, well, got it. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well with it spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back and goes to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do it again. Oh well. You at least feel prepared enough to recite in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it comes to my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I thought it would be the other way around for me. Wow, that's just how it's so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank you enough for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm always pleasantly surprised that you're putting all of this effort into the club. It makes me feel really happy. Why are you in this position? Why is this your defaulting position? Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Ehehe. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Mason. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something earlier. Like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked you to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kinda put me on spot here. Well, I would still walk home with you, Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I always seen her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin it for you. You're so silly, Mason. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really couldn't figure you out sometimes. Sigh. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that would never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what would happen in that time? And here we are back at the poem site. So, obviously, we've learned a lot about the characters, their problems, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to get worse from here. So, I will see you in the next video. Bye!